first time since overseas Filipinos were allowed to vote in 2004, most of those who are registered now, around 1.2 million, will be able to cast their votes online. Hello, I'm Miriam Grace Go, Rappler's managing editor, and you are watching Ask Your Comelec. Joining me today is Director Jan Jordan Poon, who is in charge of his office is in charge of the overseas absentee voting, to tell us about the challenges and the promises of the internet voting. Thank you for joining us. For overseas Filipinos to be able to cast their votes through the internet, they will have to enroll first. But there have been challenges since the Comelec uploaded the enrollment link on March 22. You're aware of this, of course.
Yes, actually, we've been receiving through email and through the post. The post forwards the concerns of the voters to us that there are some voters have difficulty in finishing the enrollment. So, number one, I think they're getting an error saying that the quality of the image is not sufficient, something like that. So, yes, we're aware of this, and we're asking for patience and understanding from our voters. The system was designed to scan the ID and take a picture, scan the ID, lift the information from the ID, and then compare it with the selfie that the voter takes. So, why does this issue come up? So, number one, sometimes it's because of the device. We unfortunately we can't control what device that they're using. And number two, during testing, we had to balance the threshold wherein the system will accept the matching of the face with the ID itself. So we had to decide, like, do we move it down, allow the system to accept voters kahit na hindi po sila gaano magkamukha, or do we scale it up na kailangan parehong-pareho. So we underwent rigorous testing on this to find the parang perfect number na acceptable. So again, we would like to ask for patience for our voters. This part of the system kasi is connected to the security.
Yes.
Kasi we need to ensure that the identity of the voter enrolling is correct, that he or she is the one who is actually registered.
In relation to that, no, I just want to read what the DFA, the Department of Foreign Affairs, in fact welcome Comelec's, and I quote, initiative and foresight to postpone the start of the pre-enrollment period, diba? From March 10, ginawang March 20, tama ba? And it says it was proof of Comelec's commitment to safeguard the integrity of election overseas, to ensure that the online voting and counting system passes all the testing and certification. On that point, dapat ma-appreciate there may have been delays, medyo may difficulty, but it's really to make sure that the system is not hacked, their votes are really credited and counted, no? Can you remind the public of the road to internet voting? Parang this was born of the years when, overseas voters said inconvenient for them to be going to the consulates, diba?
So, a brief background lang po. For overseas voting kasi, we have two modes, personal and postal. So, both modes of voting has their own personal challenges to the voter. So, for example, the post is let's say located in a certain state. If the mode of voting for that specific post is personal, then voters have to go to the embassy to actually cast their vote. So, ano po yung problem dito? So, first, we know naman po that a lot of our overseas Filipinos are overseas Filipino workers. So, yung time po nila to go to the embassy or consulate, minsan po hindi po nagmamatch, di ba? Kunwari, I am working an 8 to 5 job. How can I go to the...
Sarado na yung
Yes,
embassy.
di ba? Although, of course, weekends, open po tayo. 30 days po, open po sila nung, pwede po pumunta ng weekends. Ang issue naman po doon is sometimes hindi rin po free yung... Kasi, di ba, yung mga OFWs natin, minsan yun lang po yung time nila for their families. So, that's number one. On the other side naman, for postal voting, so, we tried to send the ballots to the voters. The issue naman po with this mode of voting, yung minsan hindi po nakakarating. So, a perfect example of this is sometimes when overseas Filipino workers register, when they register here, they still don't know where their address will be. So, ang nakalagay po dun sa record nila is minsan care of embassy, or minsan yung address ng employer nila. So, may definitely po may mga times that the ballots don't even reach the voter. So, that's one issue. And another thing is yung cost po. Because sa postal po, we would have to, for 2022, we actually prepaid the postage fees. Kasi yun po ang reklamo ng voters before, that they had, while the sending out of the ballots were shouldered by Comelec, they had to shoulder the postage
Sending them back. Yeah.
So, sige, we included it in our budget. We prepaid for the postage fees. Kaso, yung pa rin po, although we reached the highest turnout for 2022 at around 40%, marami pa rin po tayong votes na hindi po na umabot sa atin.
Yeah, which brings me to my next question. The intent of the internet voting is to increase the usually low turnout of overseas votes, no? The highest was actually around 36-40%, as you said. But that would just be like around 500,000 of your 1.2 million, no? So, and as we speak, 11,000 pa lang yung nakapag-enroll. How do you intend to ramp this up?
As of a few minutes ago, it's 11,588. So, to ramp this up, with the support of the DFA and of our various embassies and consulates abroad, so medyo busbusan po talaga yung efforts nila and namin in posting in social media. We've been receiving numerous communications from Post that they plan to hold town hall meetings with the Filipino communities. We've actually received invites to join them virtually. Personally, I joined the Rabat town hall meeting, and Director Ian joined the Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So, through this way, we hope to widen the scope, yung reach po ng information dissemination natin.
Yeah. So the OFW groups that our reporter Michelle Abad talked to said there have been insufficient information campaign about the pre-enrollment and about the info drive. Is this a fair assessment? And what are you doing to address this?
Yes, as I said earlier, we're working hand in hand with Post. We're coming up with new material. I don't know if you've seen the Michael V video. We're planning to disseminate it to Post. Actually, they already have it, and they're showing it in their offices and also to the attached agencies. I think they're working with, for example, the Migrant Workers Office, also located at Post. They're showing these videos, and again, as I said, we also have yung social media push natin. So our Facebook account is very active in posting these materials and answering queries from the comment section.
Yeah. But you will need an entire army for
Yes.
that, yeah. I was wondering can you say that, Filipinos who travel, they are used to filling the e-travel form? Can you say that the pre-enrollment for internet voting is as easy as filling the e-travel form? Just give them an idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I would say so. As long as there's proper lighting, sufficient lighting. Basically, when you go to the enrollment link, you select which type of ID that you want to use. So for the OVCS, it accepts 5 kinds of Philippine IDs. So the Philippine passport, the Seafarer's book, the IBP ID, PhilSys ID also, and Philippines driver's license. So once you select that, and then you will have to choose whether you would want to nominate your email or mobile number as your username, and then nominate a password. And then you proceed to take a scan of your document. Some documents would require scanning the back page. So for the passport, no need. Kasi wala naman pong back page yung bio page natin. And then you take a selfie. So after that, the system will show that this is the information that was lifted. So for example, me, Jan Jordan Poon, ito po yung birthday ko, ito po yung document number ng ID ko. You just confirm it if it's correct. If it's not, you can retry it. Kasi sometimes po, especially considering our IDs have glossy finish po. So minsan yung lighting na bubura yung one letter. So there, once correct yung information, you just click the final button, and then the system will match your information with the voter database, which is uploaded into the system.
If I may point out, no, parang it's no different naman pala from when you sign up for something. Parang when you actually try to avail, for example, avail yourself of SSS services and yeah. So. Also, there will be practice voting. Tell us about this.
So, for the 2025 elections, we have what we call test voting. So, it's actually live now. Sabay po siya na ni-live sa enrollment thing. So, voters who have successfully enrolled can actually already try to vote. Now, ang issue namin with this is some voters think that this is the actual voting na po. So, we are already planning steps to inform the public. So maybe closer to the actual voting period, so April 13, we will announce that the actual voting period started. If you have already voted for test voting, kindly vote again. So something like that.
So we go back again to the need for information
Yes.
campaign. Sige. Where can the overseas voters report concerns?
We have, well, actually, right now, so they're contacting the posts, and they're also contacting us via our Facebook page. We also have the overseas voting information page also has a chat box on the lower right side. So it's also one of the links that went live during the March 22. So they can also raise their concerns there. There are frequently asked questions po kung ano, and meron din pong way to contact OFO po through email po.
Thank you, Director Poon, for enlightening us about this. Can you actually demonstrate to us that the test, the practice voting? Pwede ba?
Unfortunately, yung enrollment link po kasi is geo-blocked in the Philippines. So, hindi po natin matatry yung enrollment link. If you try it, it will say that you are blocked from accessing it. So, that's one.
Which is a safeguard, no?
Yes po. Actually, it was discussed by the senior staff and the NBank na ang issue po kasi dun is baka maklog yung system with if, for example, a Filipino here in the Philippines tries to apply, diba? Eh, hindi naman po siya ma-accept kasi wala po siya sa overseas voter database. So, the system might get clogged. So, and since ang requirement naman din po is for an overseas voter to vote is, diba, nasa abroad din po siya. So, they decided to geo-block the enrollment link. But, yung voting link po natin, it's not geo-blocked. So, if I were, for example, I'm an overseas voter, I enrolled abroad. For some reason, uuwi ako, magbabakasyon po ako na April 13 to May 13 sa Pilipinas.
You can vote from
I can
here.
still vote from here.
Sige.
Apo, yes po.
What number are you expecting in terms of ilan yung mag-e-enroll?
Actually, we're hoping talaga na mataas. Since this is the first time po sa history of Comelec. So we actually don't have a baseline number. We're hoping that. And even, I think this is the first internet voting in Asia rin po. So we can even compare to other Asian countries. So again, considering yung mga challenges we are facing right now, siguro mga middle of the enrollment period or closer to the end, tsaka lang po namin talaga makikita yung baseline number.
And the overseas voters can enroll until May 12, election day itself?
Sorry, ano na po. It was amended to May 7.
May 7.
Yes. Ang reasoning for this is because yung, di ba na-mention ko po kanina na ililift ng system yung information nyo and match it to the OV database para ma-approve po kayo. So, may certain times na hindi po siya magma-match perfectly. Let's say, may typo. Kunwari, may junior. Yung junior niya may period. Maria, MA dot Maria full. So, mayroon kaming validation matrix. So, if the system detects na, for example, may maling field na isa or ganyan, the application will actually go to pending. And this pending application will be examined, studied by the SBEIs at post, yung Board of Election Inspectors natin. So, at post and OFOG. So, kunwari, I see na ang difference lang is sa period, I go to approve the application.
So the May 7 to May 12 window will be for all those pending?
Yes, yun yung naging consideration kasi baka sa dulo, di ba, based on experience na rin with the registration period na nagdadagsaan po talaga yung...
Kung kailan dulo na.
Yes, so yun yung na-consider na baka naman magdagsaan na May 12, wala na pong time to actually go through all the pending applications and approve them. So, ayaw din naman po namin na it's a way to prevent voter disenfranchisement din kasi 'di ba? Kung sa dulo sila nag-enroll thinking na pwede pa talaga hanggang dulo.
Yeah.
And we ended up not approving them.
Yeah.
Hindi na rin po sila makaka-vote.
Yeah,
so,
that's a prudent move.
So at least by moving it a couple of days before, kailangan talaga namin matapos siya by hook or by crook ng May 12 para maka-vote pa rin sila on the last day.
You've been watching Ask Your Comelec. We ask that you download the Rappler Communities app for free and join the voter hotline channel. We have their employees from the Commission on Elections who will answer your questions and record your reports. If you are an overseas voter, you can also post your questions there, post your complaints, and the Comelec people will take note of that. This is Miriam Grace Go. Thank you for watching Ask Your Comelec.